of the Generation Swine!
They got tattooed long before it was fashionable. They got pierced long before it became a trend. And they reinvented themselves with every album, refusing to be pigeonholed into any specific genre, format, or category. Unpredictable, uninhibited, outrageous, Tommy Lee, Nicky Sixx, Nick Mars, Vince Neil, Mötley Crüe!
Since Theater Pain, people would always ask, what are you going to do to top that? We came back with Girls, Girls, Girls. All right, you did it. Now what do you do to top that? Came back with Dr. Feelgood. Oh, man, you can't go any higher than that. Yeah, how are you going to top that? Well, you know what? We will.
We did. We broke up. We topped that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Watch this. Watch this.
Looking back in hindsight, I think it helped us tremendously. I mean, there's pros and cons, you know, obviously to both sides. It was a good learning experience for everybody. You know, I don't know if we'd do it again.
Yeah, I hope we don't do it again.
Yeah, let's just keep making mistakes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Four Musketeers.
I think that's what broke their heart about when we split up.
Yeah, they're like, man.
We missed the brotherhood. Granted, we did too, especially now that we're on this side of it. You know, we go, fuck.
What were we thinking?
We've been together for a long time. We were just apart for a few years. And in the scheme of things, that's hardly any time at all. So that's why it felt really natural to be back together.
You know, I've heard about a lot of bands getting back together, and they say like they're getting back together, but it's not the guys. There's like two of the original members, and I don't know. That's really not quite getting back together, is it?
Yeah, I was reading a book by Hunter S. Thompson called Generation Swine. Vince pointed out that, you know, that'd be an awesome title for the record, and we all kind of agreed. Then a song was written called that, and it all just kind of snowballed. Yeah, all snowballed.
I think this record has a lot of that experimentation kind of vibe on it because we've never got a chance to play like that. You know, it's like, okay, we're in the studio, all the songs have been rehearsed, written, done, here we go. This we started from the ground up, away from any recording studio, which was a lot of fun.
We didn't overthink it too much. Let the accident happen. Accidents were a big part of this album. You just kind of follow your heart. And when you get done with it, you go, wow, we really broke some new ground with this album. And the thing is, most of the music's in a work in progress. As you go, okay, now we have bass, drums, guitar, lead vocal. Now we kind of know what the song's about. Now let's manipulate it to be more like this or like this, you know what I'm saying? In the land of Mötley Crüe, there's very little that would come under the heading of sensationalism and as a master plan. It all just sort of unveils itself when it's supposed to.
We're the kings of wing it.
We are the kings of wing it, definitely. And you know what? We dig it that way.
Yeah.
It's us consciously pushing the envelope as far as some new sounds we're trying to generate. And taking it, you know, to where it should be, as Mötley should sound in 1997.
Are you afraid of change? It's only she's so afraid of this. She's so afraid to ask. She hides behind her mask.
It's like only so much four guys can do with a guitar, bass, drums, and a microphone. You gotta push yourself to be creative on every level.
Sat at
We're going to go do the arenas. We're going to go do the big houses. We're going to do the biggest show on earth, as always.
It's gonna definitely blow some minds. I mean, that's what we do. That's what we do, you know. And we've kind of created a monster by some of the things that we've done in the past. So now we're totally like almost obligated to just freak people out.
There's a lot of new technology like at our fingertips that we're going to be like incorporating and playing around with.
What was available, we used to its maximum, and now there's a bunch of new stuff out that we need to get our little fingers into.
Yeah.
Make it all fucking crazy.
We're just like a walking soap opera. I mean, everything that could happen to anybody has happened to us.
Or will.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me, it will.
People go, dude, have you mellowed out since you have a son now and stuff? I go, are you fucking kidding me? I go, at 6:30 in the morning, my house is just in full on, my son's playing his drums, and it's just like, I mean, back then I was asleep till noon, wasting half the day. And now I think it's crazier now than for me personally, at least than it was back then.
Definitely.
It's weird.
Our fans are really aggressive, you know, with radio and radio and TV, and eventually I think they just give up and just do it.
That's right.
As far as critics are, I could care less what they think. You know, it's the fans say, you know, they dictate to me what's really going down.
It's weird, you set goals, and as your career, you know, progresses, you obtain those goals, and then now it's time to set higher ones. So now it's all about conquering some other things for us.
You have two choices: live or die. And now where we're at, 17 years later, we've created a whole new thing, and I'm sure that it will, part of us mixed with a part of a bunch of other bands will breed a whole bunch of new bands. It's all good like that.
What was the question?
I forget.